unfortunately, you can see by that bale over my shoulder, fuzzy on the edge, my sharpening the knife hasn't solved the problem yet. Hey everybody, it's a beautiful afternoon. I'm headed out to do some some round baling. It's a nice breezy day, so things are drying nicely. We've got about 30 acres, no, let's see, 20 acres to do today with the 2 balers going. We're a little over halfway done with first crop, and we're going to make pretty good progress today and hopefully not break down. I mentioned breakdown because I'm still struggling a little bit with this knife on the 450 Rollbelt New Holland baler. I talked to the dealership and went to order a new knife, and they're on back order. Can't get them. They're out of stock right now. So what I've done is I've yanked the first section. You can see it right there, and sharpened it with a hand file. So I'm going to see if that does a better job, so we're not just tearing the net wrap, because I think that's what's causing the bales to come out maybe 1 in 10. Comes out only about half covered with net wrap, which is annoying as can be. So we're going to get into the field and we're going to see if it's working better today. So you can see the net wrap is tearing a little bit on the left side of the bale, and I haven't sharpened that knife yet. But on the right side of the bale, where I was having more of my problems, it looks like a pretty clean cut. So let's see. Let's see what the cut looks like from inside the baling. So the cut looks pretty even, and the bale wrapped perfectly. So I'm gonna have to make a few more to see if this is working now, if we've solved the problem. And if it has, then I'm gonna need to sharpen the middle knife and the left knife the way I sharpened the right knife. So unfortunately, you can see by that bale over my shoulder, fuzzy on the edge, my sharpening the knife hasn't solved the problem yet. The dealership thought another cause might be small windrows, but boy, you can see as I'm tracking in this little field, by and large the windrows are as wide as my pickup. I've got the mega wide pickup, the 1.8 meter pickup, and I'm filling up this pickup as I drive along in this field. I really don't even need to weave like I do in thinner hay. So I don't think that's the issue. So I'm going to have to do some more troubleshooting. And there it says I'm almost full. You can see how nice these windrows are in front of me. So back up. Netwrap is going. There, and dump at the bale. And now I'm back in the windrow again. That was a nice square-shouldered bale. This hay is really thick down in this wet spot, and so the bales look really nice. It's just this recurring problem with the Netwrap coming up just a little bit short on the right edge of the baler. So I don't know if maybe there's something like a break on the Netwrap roll that needs tightening. I noticed when I was digging in there after that first bale, there was some slack on the roll. So I've got to do some reading up on that, see if there's troubleshooting instructions with my baler. Otherwise, just go on the internet and see what I can find, see what other people's experience is. Once again, like we've been finding with a lot of our fields this year, this is, especially in these low spots that held moisture, this is a significant increase from the last couple of dry years in tonnage. It's hard for you to see how slow I'm going, but I'm down a gear as I go through this, just because I'm filling up that pickup. There, I'm already making a bale. We're just 40 yards from the last bale. Now we're headed back to a back section of this field that is older and is in need of fertilizer and replanting. So I'll be able to pick up the ground speed a little bit, and we're going to make fewer bales, and I'm going to have to do a lot more weaving on the windrows to keep these bales even, so that I don't get cone-shaped bales or saggy top bales. Because this hay is definitely thinner, and it's a different quality. It's older grass, kind of a light, fine stem grass with little bits of trefoil here and there. This is sandier soil and does not produce as well. So sort of a postscript to my Netwrap problems. Since we were in that field, we've baled about 75 bales. And I'm consistently having problems in thin windrows. And I'm not having problems in heavy windrows. And I've tried a lot of things. I made the duckbill adjustment that was talked about in original setup. And it was properly adjusted. The tool here, the Netwrap tool, is supposed to be able to easily slide down on both sides of the duckbill and get hung up in the middle, and that's set up perfectly. My biggest experiment yesterday, I was in a thick field and a thin field, and I made 27 bales in the thick field without any problems. And I made another 25 bales in thin fields, and I was tearing or getting incomplete coverage of the bale about 20% of the time. But when I really concentrated in those thin windrows and did good weaving, taking in the windrow way on the outside of the pickup, I got much better results. So today we're headed out to do, well, probably 75 bales, and tomorrow another 75. So we'll keep an eye on it. This should be, again, a mixture. While it's mostly heavy hay, there are some thin windrows in the area we'll be working today and tomorrow. And so we'll see if we can continue to get consistent, good coverage of Netwrap. This is a new Netwrap roll, and hopefully we've solved the problem.